Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your June 2022 mid-month general readings. We are looking at the last 2 weeks of June, and this reading is for our beloved bulls, the earth sign of Taurus. Welcome everyone. As always, I hope you're all doing well, and always a note of gratitude. Thank you for taking the time to watch these videos. Your likes, shares, subscribing, feedback, comments, those of you who reach out for personal readings. Always want to say thank you. Okay, Taurus, this is for you, last half of June 2022. If your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Taurus, it's also relevant if you're cross-watching for a Taurian. As we always say, it's a general reading, so of course it's going to resonate a little differently for everyone. If you know all of your signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus, watch each of them because additional insight, additional perspective can give you a broader overview of what's going on in your life. And if you find that something does resonate with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, maybe take a deeper look at something for yourself or as a gift for someone else, personal readings do make great gifts. Feel free to email me at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can also get that info by clicking the description link. I'd be delighted to hear from you. I can usually respond the same day with more information. I do offer quite a wide variety of readings, and I'm pretty timely about scheduling too, so message me if you are interested. Okay, Taurus, let's see what the last half of June looks like for you. I'm using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Gilded Tarot. Okay. We begin by waiting. We begin with the Hanging Man. Might feel like you're in stasis or limbo. You're waiting, you're watching something playing out. You may be waiting for something specific or just not taking any decisive action while you're watching something play out. With the King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, showing up as a king, as a male, but it's a general reading, so it could be a female as well. The King of Water, emotionally mature, maybe even a hard read because they have such great control over his emotions. The King of Cups, typically loving, supportive, nurturing, caring, but emotionally balanced. Perhaps they're waiting on you or you're waiting on something from them, or you're watching and waiting. Next we have the Fool, the very first major arcana card in the tarot. This is where the entire tarot journey begins. That's why he has the 0 on his card. The Fool is us, and the tarot journey is about different stages of our life, learning, growing, changing, evolving, transitioning, moving on. A brand new journey, stepping off the beaten path, trusting in the unknown, getting out of your comfort zone. Sometimes it can represent being foolish or foolhardy. With the 9 of Swords, stress, anxiety, worry, fear, insomnia. Your fears hijacking your rational mind, thinking about something too much, obsessively, and typically with a negative aspect, building it up into your head until it's so big and horrible, but it doesn't actually fit the external reality. It's not that the source of your fears and worries aren't valid, but the 9 of Swords represents blowing it way out of proportion, and this card typically shows up when somebody is in fear of an outcome, an unknown outcome or an unknown future, which could be a new beginning, starting over again, or perhaps about something to do with being foolish. Maybe you're worried somebody's going to do something foolish. Next we have the Emperor, who never does anything foolish. The Emperor, it's a sign of Aries. It typically represents, this is a general reading, but the Emperor typically represents a male, although not always. It's a very strong, decisive, masculine, disciplined energy. The Emperor typically represents somebody who is older, somebody who is in a position of seniority, status, decision-making ability. In a courtroom, he'd be the judge. In a company, he'd be the CEO, the owner, the VIP. Somebody in a position of seniority and status and able to make decisions. Somebody who is responsible, disciplined, by the book. With strength, facing fears, doubts, insecurities, wrestling with your shadow self, which may be looking at the aspect that you've had to play in something. Being strong. making a very firm stance or making a very firm decision. From the bottom of the deck, representing overall energy and focus, is the Page of Swords, news, information. Page of Swords is the page of air, which governs our intellectual atmosphere. So he gathers information, sometimes a spy, but this is all about literal information or a message. I think you're waiting on something, waiting for a message, waiting for a decision. Kind of stressed out about it. Let's clarify that Page of Swords. Page of Wands. Messengers starting off at the beginning of an exciting brand new path, kind of raring to go. The Ace of Wands, brand new exciting beginnings. And the Ten of Cups, happy home. Tens represent cycle ends or cycle fulfillment, and the Ten of Cups is we consider it the white picket fence, happily ever after card. It represents feeling, particularly where home and family is concerned, like everything's finally come together. Marriage, home, children, childbirth. Could be the home property itself. You might be waiting on some kind of decision around the property itself. Getting ready to start something new in regards to family, but you're waiting. And that waiting involves another person or other people, waiting to see what an outcome is, waiting to see what a decision is, waiting to see if you can have this new beginning, which looks lovely and beautiful for home and family, whatever that means to you. Let's clarify that King of Cups, bringing that Hanging Man energy. What is this King of Cups? King of Cups with the Hanging Man. The World, Justice. The World is the last major arcana card in the tarot. This is where a significant chapter or set of chapters have completed something which has taken a pretty important phase in your life. This is about graduation, reaching the end, graduation. You've climbed the mountain, you're standing at the top of it now, and you're looking out at a brand new landscape full of different options and opportunities. It's a card of graduation and moving on, leveling up. Justice, reap what you sow. Honor, truth, integrity. It may be a legal situation for some of you. By legal, it can mean anything from a criminal case, civil litigation, any kind of financial, decisions. Waiting to see if you're going to be able to get what you want in regards to a new start with home and family. It may be, and that can be, maybe you're waiting to see if a mortgage gets approved or a loan gets approved so you can move into a new home, or it could be anything really. Waiting on some kind of legal decision, which fundamentally it's maybe waiting on either a legal decision, waiting on somebody else to see what they do. You're kind of waiting with bated breath on an outcome which you're hoping will represent a new start in your Ten of Cups, home, family, property. Clarify the Fool. But there's a lot of stress in this interim, waiting period. Another King of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, the Queen of Air, the Queen of Intellect. Sometimes very blunt, direct. The Eight of Wands, fast movement, action, travel. The Ten of Swords, betrayal, surrendering to a painful ending. Are you worried somebody's going to kind of betray you or throw you under the bus somehow? Or win? Some of you, this might be a legal situation where the King of Swords has done something wrong, or you feel they've done something wrong to you. Let's clarify this Nine of Swords: stress, anxiety, worry, fear of an unknown future or outcome. Nine of Swords. What are you afraid of? The Tower. You're afraid of great, big, huge, unexpected changes that may cause something to crumble down. The Five of Pentacles, leaving you out in the cold, or shut out in the cold, or bankrupt, or financially, materially, out of work or out of money. You're either afraid for that for yourself, or maybe for someone close to you. It could be that you have a relationship with King of Cups and you're waiting and hoping that it's not going to be this awful thing, like they're going to be, I don't know. This could be anything from being out of work, out of money, homeless, put in jail, fearing the worst. Clarify the Emperor. The Emperor is likely the person that makes a decision in this situation. Oh, not quite. The Emperor. Yeah, judgment. Classic in a courtroom, the Emperor would be passing judgment. This is a final sentence, a crossroads moment, right? And one way or the other, it could profoundly change your life path. Oh, lovely. The Star. Renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism. Wish fulfillment. Faith. The Lovers. A relationship at a crossroads, or a decision made in another area of life that significantly impacts a relationship. So it looks like the outcome is favorable. It's good. Particularly for you, if you have a partner, home and family. Clarify strength. The Eight of Pentacles. Work, nose to the grindstone, working hard at building up something. Security. The Devil, toxic, negative, unhealthy cycles, obsessions, addictions. The Ten of Pentacles, long-term security and stability, also inheritance. So there's a relationship and a family central here. You're hoping for a positive outcome on something, kind of waiting, and it looks like the outcome is positive. It is favorable. It looks like it goes a long way. It either completely balances out something that looks like it was really messed up or broken, or it goes a long way towards doing that. Some unevenness. It could be a bad work situation. It could be a legal money situation. It could be like an inheritance, division of estate. Whatever it is, there is a favorable outcome here for you, which I'm happy to see. Because it looks like you were afraid something horrible is going to happen, and maybe something did in the past too. But the outcome looks quite good, Taurus. All right, any final messages, guidance, advice for Taurus for the last half of June 2022? Temperance. Stay balanced, stay grounded. Don't do anything spontaneous or impulsive, neither too much of one nor too much of the other. Hold your ground, adjust, but don't get involved in anything radical, including any arguments. The Four of Pentacles, this is also a card of balance and moderation too. It's called the Miser card, but it can represent saving, not overspending financially. Don't do anything during this time period that is led by your emotions, spontaneous, impulsive things. Don't do that. Stay balanced, stay maintained, financially, materially, emotionally, verbally. Stay balanced. The Five of Swords, a hard-won victory. Don't give up. The Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. What you want is coming. Wow. Great reading, really, Taurus. Okay, Taurus, those are your messages for the last 2 weeks of June 2022. I hope you enjoyed them, found them helpful, validating, or at least gave you something to think about. Again, if any of this resonates with you enough that you would like to perhaps take a deeper look, reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else, feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. You can also get that contact info by clicking the description link. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the July general readings. Take care until then. Hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.